What's good, YouTube? This is podcast number 40, and you don't know how happy I am to say that, but today we're going to talk about something serious. We're going to talk about how God, actually, just keep it like that because I just caught a brain fart. We're going to talk about God because He deserves it. He's the one that made me be brave enough to do YouTube, be brave enough to wake up today and say it's going to be a good-ass day, And, the subject of today is going to be how the devil has more control over our worldly body, but he has no control over our spirits. He has no control over our souls. All right? And it's very simple. It's just, I only got one good example, all right? I'm not going to lie. Growing up, I used to be in class, and every guy knows this. This is for the guys. And because I'm not a girl, all right? But when you're a guy and you're in class, you will not lie and say there has not been a time that you were literally not even focusing on a female, but out of nowhere, your dick just got hard. You just like out of nowhere. It just goes up. It just boom. You straight booming. You just booming in class and you just like, yo, what's going on with my meat? You can't even control it. You trying to breathe slowly. You trying to make your mind go think about grandma, think about your dad, think about something to get it go down, but it ain't. And that's because the devil has more control over this meat sack, this body that we have, He has more control over that. But he has no control over what's inside of us, all right? Not our spirit, not our soul, all right? You ever heard somebody say that we're more than just this whole world? There's more than just this world. We're more than just these meat sacks, these bodies. We're just more than this, all right? I believe that's true. We are more than just some human flesh, all right? Because you cannot lie that your flesh literally does things that you cannot control sometimes. You be high smoking a blunt and then you literally say words that you like I literally been in sessions with friends, bro, and they literally was like, bro, I could have sworn I said this, but your mouth just moved by itself. And that's because the devil. It's very simple. The devil does things because he's able to control your body. He gives you this lust. He gives you this greed. He wants you to be bad. It's just part of his deal, all right? It's part of him. And once you hone in, once you really sit down and start thinking that, okay, it's the devil. This is happening because of the devil. This is happening because of negative energy. This is happening because low vibrating entities, whatever you believe in, you got to realize that there's a positive to it, all right? There's a God. There's something better. And we all have our soul. We all have our spirits. We all have this inner light that is inside of all of us, all right? And if you strengthen that, you make that stronger, you meditate, you really start to really believe, and you start to have faith, and you start to really think only positive thoughts throughout the day, there's nothing that the devil can really touch on you, man. Because realistically, the world we live in, this flesh that we have, it desires what it wants, all right? But not what we need, all right? It desires what it wants. When you get horny, that's just another little lust, all right? Your body wants sex. It wants a girl. It wants a guy. But you got to be strong enough in your spirit, in your soul, and say, you know what? I don't need that right now. It's not for me right now, okay? You got to know the difference between want and a need. You might want hella food, but guess what? You look in the mirror and you disgusted with yourself. I've been like that. I've been there in the mirror. I looked at myself and I was like, you know what? I'm getting too fat. All right. It's not a good look. I don't want it. So you got to be smart enough with your soul. Start praying to God. Say, all right, my stomach is saying I want this, but guess what? I know what I need. I need to lose this weight. So let me fast a little bit. Let me push my eating schedule way far back into night. Not okay, because realistically that's not good. But just saying, I'm trying to put some examples out there. It's not good to eat before you go to sleep, but because that's how you get gas and constipation. But I'm saying this: realize what is good for you and what is not good for you, because the devil is here with us on earth, and he will try to make you do all types of crazy things. Like, I can literally make a list of things that I've done that I'm disgusted with, like anger. And all right, let's talk about me. Anger wise, I did the most disgusting thing I ever did when I lived in Alabama. I took my anger out on a freaking dog, the cutest dog in the world, and I used to beat on it to where I saw blood. Yes. And that's something that throughout life I'm going to have to deal with. Lust wise, when I was real little, I used to believe anytime I got hard, you want to know what I had to do? I had to masturbate. That's what I used to think. I literally used to think that anytime that my body said it went up, okay, I got to get a nut off. So I literally did it everywhere. And when I say everywhere, I mean everywhere. Grandma's house, my house. Literally, I remember a good time. I was outside. My mom went into Walmart. I'm outside the car. My thing got hard. Literally had to beat it out. And I was maybe 7 years old. 7 to like, no, that's a lot. I'm not 7. I wasn't 7. But I was a good maybe 14. I was young, all right? I was foolish and young. And any and everything that I've done, I've been up and said, I took that on my shoulders and I man up and said, sooner or later, karma's a bitch. It's going to come right back at me. To the dog that I had and I messed that up, karma's a bitch. It's going to come right back at me. To the times that I could have been there with my mom and I didn't and I only cared about myself. I was only looking at myself in the mirror. I always wanted to post that new Snapchat pic or whatever. Karma already came and got me on that because guess what? My mom's not here no more. Everything that you do in life, it has what's a good word to say? It has a bad outcome or it has a good outcome, okay? No matter what you do, no matter what you say, it all has an outcome, okay? And once you notice that we are not just this flesh, we're not just this flesh, all right? We have something in us, this big ball of light that we all have inside of us that is what makes us different. That makes us different, all right? We all have this ball of light that makes us different. So, take your strength, believe in that, and you'll always do better. You'll always get better. You'll always be better, I love animals, but I'm still disgusted to this day, the memories that I have and what I did, okay? It is mostly because I didn't learn how to control my anger back then. Like when I tell you I had anger problems, I mean, somebody pisses me off, there's 3 holes in the wall upstairs. That type of anger, okay? And that's just something I had to work on. It's something I had to notice about myself. That I was taking out on girls, and I never hit a girl, but I mean, like, I was ruining relationships and then taking my anger out on them. I was taking it out on a beautiful, beautiful dog. I was taking it out watching porn and masturbating. I was doing all these things, all these worldly things that just sunk me down. It made me worse. So you have to realize the good and the bad. You have to realize that we are more than just flesh. We have something in us that God has given us for our better. Something that the devil cannot touch. He cannot get his hands on that, all right? No matter how much he tries, he cannot get his hands on that. So I'm just saying this, man. I have my problems, and I have my karma that's going to come my way. And I know everybody else does too. But pray, smile, stay positive, believe in what you want to believe in. There's always greater coming your way if you stay positive. Thank God I'm not the way I was months ago. Thank God I'm not I still have anger problems, but I don't punch holes in a wall no more. I don't take it out on people. I know how to control it. I know how to do certain things in my life to make me better. All right. And that's all we are here to do. I don't know how many times I said on the podcast, we are here for growth, development. We all have our baggage. We all have this bullshit. We all have bad lives. But you have to be man enough to better yourself. You have to be woman enough to better yourself, no matter what you're going through. And you know, it's hard. It sucks. But it's part of life. It's just a part of life. And just try your best. Try your hardest to always better yourself, because staying negative gets you nowhere. It just doesn't. So love. Y'all have a good day. We are at 40, man. Keep going.